All right. Hello and welcome. My name is Mr. Mark Romero. I am so excited. I was just pacing like 5 minutes before going, oh man, this is going to be great. I just love the opportunity to hop on, to share, to play. I'm getting new insights and new revelations about music, about the energy healing work all the time. So I'm really excited to kind of give an update and kind of some of my perspective. So we'll be diving into that. Of course, we're going to be doing some healing process work. I have some musical mantras to share this evening. I'll be sharing some more insight around what the scientists discovered in the music. For those of you who are brand new to me, you don't know who this Mark Romero guy is, I want to give you a very special welcome. Thank you so much for being brave and showing up here and spending some time with, a stranger for maybe a minute or two. But once we dive in, I am sure that hopefully I will fall off that list of being a stranger. But I want to thank you so much for being here. I am excited to have an opportunity to share. I just was thinking the other day, you know what, to come from being the CEO, overworked, high tech guy, working my way up the corporate ladder, all the way up to the top, still not happy, still not content, still not fulfilled, definitely not healthy. And to be at where I'm at today is absolutely amazing, and it blows my mind how I could go from sales guy, executive manager dude to vibrational healer and a sound healing guitarist. That in itself is a story. But for almost 20 years now, which is really hard to believe, I've been doing healing work with music and sound. And it all started from getting introduced to a former top consultant to NASA, which I'll share a little bit more in a bit. But out of this whole discovery and this sometimes what felt like upheaval, um, really unfolded something powerful and amazing. I'm excited to have an opportunity to share it with you, how it can support you, how you can basically rise yourself above, um, all the craziness that we're experiencing in the world today. We don't have to live in that frequency wavelength. We can literally move the dial on our own energy, our own expression, and begin to tune in to a life that works, a world that works, more beautiful music, something that's more harmonious. And that's the space that I'm really holding in tonight. So, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, what we're going to be doing tonight is I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about the science behind the music, the energy healing work that's combined with it, how it can help you to dramatically improve your health, your well being, open you to higher levels of consciousness and awareness, and also enhance your manifesting power. We'll also be doing a live healing process. I will go into a little bit what that process is going to contain. And I just want to plant this seed right now. What intention would you love to set for the healing process we're going to go on? I just want to plant that seed now. You've got a little bit of time before we dive into it, but see what arises for you. Take some deep breaths. Where is it that you need support? What would you love to manifest? What reoccurring negative pattern perhaps maybe you're having in your life that you would like to break through and break beyond? Where are you looking to maybe perhaps step into a higher level of fulfilling your purpose, expressing yourself, maybe letting go of some of those old behavioral patterns that we all have to one degree or another? The procrastination. Sometimes we feel like we're not good enough or undeserving of the blessings of life. This is an opportunity for you to declare and set an intention and put your order into the cosmic kitchen, so to speak, to tell life, tell the universe what it is that you would love to create out of this experience. So we're going to dive into that. I see some intentions popping up. In fact, if you do want to type them in, type them in. Writing them down is an important part of the process. You can do that here in a journal. Go ahead and share it. There's something powerful about that. So I hear, let's see, Janice said, my intention is to get motivation, to lose weight, to be healthier. Lee said, I'm breathing, I'm breaking free. Now they're all popping in. breaking free from financial limitations to financial abundance. I think this is going to be a really powerful process. In fact, to me, intention setting is kind of dual headed. There's always the intention to what it is that you want to let go of and what it is that you want to bring into your experience. And this opens up the possibility to breathe your energy and as a result, shift your resonance. So that's what we're going to go into. After that healing process, we're going to have an opportunity to reflect, to share, to ask some questions. Questions will be in the chat today because we just have such a large audience, and I really want to be on purpose and honor the time frame that we're set for this evening. You can have an opportunity to be introduced, if you don't have it, to one of my most powerful healing music series that can literally instantly raise you above the static and noise of the modern day world and help you tap into something amazing, which we'll dive into in a little bit more. So with that being said, I think now that we know what we're in for this evening, it's a great time for you to sit back, take some deep breaths, have a drink of water if you have water, and ask yourself, what would I most love to open up to? What do I want to open into in my experience? So breathe. Deep breaths. It's a great time to just let go of the stuff of the day and bring yourself to this moment. As we open ourselves up to new possibilities, new levels of health, vibrancy, wisdom, realization. We are all on this amazing journey together. This amazing journey of unveiling the divine masterpiece that's within. Take another deep inhale. A nice deep breath. Open mouth, let it go. Follow it up with another deep inhale. Open mouth. Let it go. My mom tells me a story of the 2-year-old Mark. Yes, I was actually 2 years old at one time. So I've been told, anyways. And any of you that have had children, have children, had children that have grown up now and are 22, 42, 32, or whatever, at one point in time they were two. And if there's anything that 2-year-olds can do, is they can disappear in the blink of an eye. They can go off to a whole nother world simply by you turning your back. We've all experienced it, either done it, experienced it in one way, shape, form, or another. And I was a master at it. And so one day my mom tells me a story. I was probably 2 years old, somewhere around there. And, she did the back turn, and you know what? Hey, I'm an opportunist. I took advantage of the opportunity. I took off because this kid had this undying curiosity. Man, I wanted to figure out how the house worked. This was an amazing universe to me. It was a universe, it was huge, it was dark, it was ominous. It was like, but wait a second, I got to figure out. So that 2-year-old took out the back door. We lived in North Hollywood at the time, just outside of Los Angeles. And, we were on an elevated house. So my mom's looking all over the house for me, trying to find me. And all of a sudden she hears this little noise, plink, 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 plink. She goes, what the heck is that? Well, she figured it out. I had gone outside underneath the house, Lord knows, with all kinds of spiders and whatever else was living down there. It's kind of scary to think about there. And I was banging on the pipes, trying to figure out how they all interconnected and worked in. And I have a confession to make, because I'm still banging on the pipes today. Still banging on the pipes of this thing called life. Still banging on the pipes of this thing called the matrix or source energy or the field. I have this undying passion to have an understanding. I would have to say that anything I've realized, because now you can add on a few years to that 2 years, I realize, you know what? I don't know if we ever can truly figure it out with this governor of a mind that we have that limits our expression, that limits our capacity and our ability to move forward and express and access information. And we're in the process of lessening that, and that's certainly the theme for this evening. But I want to share a little bit of what I've learned by banging on the pipes. And so if anything that I've learned, that who we see in the mirror is the tip of the iceberg of who you are. That is just the tip of the iceberg. You are so much more than what we experience through our senses. And so almost 20 years ago, I get invited to a lecture on vibrational energy disruptors in the environment and quantum physics. I had never heard of quantum physics. I had never thought to look at myself as anything more, as I mentioned, than what I could experience through my senses. But that night, I got to bang on a lot of pipes and realize that the pipe work underneath this house of this thing called life is huge. It's immense. And there are certain things within it that we can transcend, move beyond in order to heal, to revitalize, and to shift our experience. So that night at this lecture, I realized that we are made of energy, that we're vibrating at different frequencies, that if you zoom in to a molecular level, you realize that we are mostly comprised of empty space, with atoms and protons and things, with all this space between them. And in essence, we are our own field. There is this beautiful piece I just read about When we look to the sky at night, we see the vastness of the universe. But to know that that vastness within your own self is just as vast and is just as grand, that vastness of within you. But we are energy vibrating, and we all produce a sound, a frequency. Some of us might be resonating a D. Some of us might be an E, or maybe even a lower E. And that sound from our energy that's propelled by our thoughts, our beliefs, our perceptions, what we're exposed to in our environment, transmits to this most amazing field of energy. In fact, our body is an expression of this field of energy. So we're all going through life. If I could unmute the line right now, we would hear all kinds of sounds. And that resonance, that sound that you're resonating through, your energy creates your experience, creates your health, your vitality, creates the obstacles and the challenges in your life. It creates everything that you experience. And we have been so taught to blame out there and point our finger, not realizing there's three pointing out back at us when we do that. And realizing that if you want to change your experience, if you want to change your health, if you want to change your relationship, if you want to open to more prosperity, if you want to deepen your spiritual connection, if you want to fulfill your purpose, if you want to tap into prosperity, you need to change yourself, your frequency, your energy, your resonance. At that lecture, I got to meet Dr. Jones, who was a former top consultant to NASA, who discovered frequencies in my music that actually have the ability to enhance people's energy. But more importantly, that night I learned that we are exposed to a countless amount of vibrational barriers and energy disruptors in our environment. The last time counting, and it's probably been upgraded by now, there are over 80,000 man-made chemicals in our air, food, and water. How many of you have one of these, right? We have cell phone signals, Wi-Fi, smart meters, 5G, 4G, 3G, EMFs, 80,000 man-made chemicals, all these different things in our environment that these scientists revealed to me 20 years ago that were disrupting this beautiful field of energy of who and what we are, causing stress, causing mental challenges. They had actually mapped out how the increase of these vibrational barriers all coincided with dramatic increases in cancers, neurological disorders, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, autism, ADHD, all the A stuff, all in alignment with this huge increase that we've all experienced over the last 50 years or so, that we're putting our energy into a state of disharmony, putting us into this state where no matter how hard we tried, how hard to move forward, we weren't functioning at the level of which we were capable of functioning in these beautiful super biological wireless computers that we are. So that night, I'm up there on stage playing, and I see people's physical energy shift instantly in my eyes, in front of my eyes. And shortly thereafter, I learned that there's frequencies coming through me, coming through the music, that actually have the ability to restore harmony to a person's energy field, dramatically improving their health, their wellness, reducing stress, enhancing mental performance, actually increasing strength, flexibility, endurance, coordination, and balance. In fact, I just did a video, a little preview. I was so skeptical until Dr. Jones literally had me stand on one leg and arms out this way and that way. It'll be in next Monday's post. And he, pushes down, I tip over, I fall over, has me do it again. And I got to admit, I was a smart ass, okay? I was giving him a bad time. He sticks a CD in my shirt. He didn't even play the music. And it's like my energy instantly shifted. So it was that night that I realized, okay, Doc's on to something. Maybe he's not as crazy as I originally thought he was, but there's definitely something here to look at. And out of that discovery, I created this sound healing technology that I've been using to help people to rise above vibrational barriers in their living space and to transcend the most powerful vibrational barrier of them all, our own limiting thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. And out of this discovery, I got this idea simply by hearing a scientist make a quote on a video for a sound healing conference I was looking at going out years ago. And he said this one thing. He said, music is the carrier wave for intention. And I'm like, you ever hear something and it's just like you get goosebumps and all those little things going on. I was absolutely mesmerized. And I'm like going, man, what would happen if I was to take people through session work and put intention into music to help support a certain outcome that they were in alignment of creating in their life? And so I put it to use. I began to use it in my healing sessions, and people had amazing shifts and breakthroughs. Music is the carrier wave for intention. That one line changed my life forever. Now, don't be worried. I'm not going to put anything in the music tonight that's not in alignment with something you desire, okay? Because here's the beauty of it. My most favorite email of all time, and I understand this email because I am a husband, and I understand this. I got an email from somebody saying, is there a way you can make a song that'll make my husband a better man? And I'm like, like I said, being a husband, I understand that email. And my response was, you know what? When it comes to changing beliefs and perceptions, your husband has to want to desire to become a better man, to set the intention to become a better person. So when we combine the frequencies of the music and these little intentional pieces of music I call musical mantras, and I've been using them for years now to help people create amazing shifts in their lives, amazing things can happen, but it's a collaborative dance. You are the composer and the conductor of your life, of your universe. So the benefits of this work are simply by tuning your energy, which is when we rise above the vibrational barriers, we dramatically reduce our stress. We have an increase in strength, flexibility, endurance, coordination, and balance instantaneously as soon as the music plays. We have an improvement through brain mapping that they shared with me, the scientists. We have an improvement in our mental functioning, our memory, our focus, our creativity, our intuition. We can access and create a harmony between the left and right hemisphere of the brain, allowing us to operate on a physical level at a higher level. And Doc told me that when we're in this harmonized state, we optimize our ability to self-heal, to transcend, to get clarity, to access information from your higher self, guides, God, however you want to define it, pure consciousness. And that's when it all started to become very clear of what was coming through my music. I would love to say I had this idea when I first got into this. I did not. It was something that revealed itself to me. And I'm so grateful that I was relatively open to it. I definitely had to work through some things. But there are tremendous benefits over the years in seeing what has opened up for people through the power of this energy, through the power of this music, and its ability to help people transcend their experience and to be playing more beautiful music throughout their lives. Because I want to, you maybe have seen me use this analogy before, I'm going to use it again. Do you ever feel like if you were a guitar and you're going through life, that your life kind of feels like this? Just not working. It's like no matter how hard I play, I can't play beautiful music, which is create my desired outcome. There's some kind of reoccurring negative problem, some kind of block, some kind of thing in the way that's preventing me from creating what I know somehow on some deep level that is within my ability to manifest. In order to be able to do that, you must tune the strings, tune your energy, and then learn how to orchestrate your own personal vibration so that you can eventually play through the strings of your life, your relationships, your prosperity. And play more beautiful music throughout your life, which is your inherent right. And in reality, is what you've come here to learn how to do. And so, what I want to do is, I want to take us into a healing process, an opportunity to help you to tune your energy. So, there are 3 steps that we're going to do in this healing process. The first one, and this is going to be musical mantras, there's going to be all kinds of pieces intertwined in here. So the first part of the process is going to be about tuning your energy. That's tuning your field, null and voiding the negative effects of the Wi-Fi, the smart meter, the computer that you're sitting in front of right now, the cell phone, perhaps maybe you're listening through, that's disrupting your field. We're going to tune your field. And as a result, if you're open, you can experience this stress reduction, more calmness, perhaps maybe more focus, a deeper sense of intuition, of connectivity. The second part of the process is going to be about harmonizing. So it's going to be about looking at your biggest challenge, your biggest obstacle, quote, your biggest opportunity to unveil and reveal another piece of the divine masterpiece that's within you, and to let that energy go through, once again, your intention. And I'll prompt you as we go through this to let it go, breathe it out, feel it. Man, we hold on to stuff. We all do. I think it's part of the human condition. It just reminds me of my mom telling me, you know, son, I'm going to give you the mom voice. You know, son, at least that's how the teenager heard it. You sweep enough crap underneath the carpet, eventually it's going to burst out somewhere, you know, and it's true. We hold so much in. So this is an opportunity to breathe out, to let go. So tune, rise above the vibrational barriers, harmonize, begin to release and eliminate the negative thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions, the most powerful energy disruptor in the universe, and to free yourself from that. And then the third step of the process is, what are you moving into creating? What are you bringing in to your life? More confidence, more joy, more prosperity, more vibrant health. You decide, pick one thing for the simplicity of this evening. And then you can come back and listen to the recording and work on something else, perhaps, if you wish. So that's what we're going to do in this little process. So I'm going to do something that I don't usually do, but I want to demonstrate. If we go back to the analogy of the guitar, as I play, the guitar goes out of tune. As I move through life, my energy will get challenged. I can go walk on the cement floor at Costco, and I guarantee it's going to throw your energy out. I can be exposed to all kinds of Wi-Fi, smart meters, and different things. It's going to throw my energy out. I can perhaps maybe eat some food that might have some preservatives and chemicals in it that's going to do a number on my energy. So every day, we have to tune our energy and harmonize our energy by leveraging the experiences in life that are mirroring back to us, that are showing us where we're holding on to old thoughts, old beliefs, old perceptions that aren't in alignment with the belief of the truth of who and what we are. And music has the way, whether it has energy in it or not, to penetrate and permeate every cell, every fiber of your being. So, with that being said, I invite you to take some nice deep breaths. let's sit back and breathe and go on a little musical journey through those three phases: tune, harmonize, orchestrate. And I want you to do just one thing before we go into this process, and that is I want you to suspend judgment. How good you think you do, whether you feel something or not, just suspend judgment. If you want to slow the flow of energy and prevent yourself from moving forward and building momentum in your experience, in your expression, in your healing, take on judgment, and it'll slow your energy. So this is an opportunity to let it go. And after we're done, you can pick it up if you wish, but I'm going to just recommend that maybe you leave it by the wayside as long as possible and see and experience what begins to open up for you. So with that being said, let's take some nice deep breaths. Let's close our eyes if we're comfortable. Let's just breathe. And let's begin to start tuning this beautiful field of energy that makes up who and what we are. Deep breaths. Breathe in the notes. Breathing deeply. Take another breath. There is no discordant frequency. That you cannot rise above. Breathe into your heart space. Now breathe through any spot in your body that you're holding tension. Within each and every one of us is this connection to the most powerful, beautiful super internet in the universe. And when we rise above, we connect to something. Breathe deep. Take another breath. Breathing into your heart space. Let it go. Breathe. Gently breathe that note into your field. Helping you to rise above the static and the noise in your life. Bring your attention to your heart space. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, let it go. And bring to mind what it is that you would most love to let go of and to release out of your life right now. What challenge, what obstacle, what pain, what reoccurring negative pattern, what not believing in yourself, lacking confidence, first thing to remember is you're not broken. Part of this thing called life is to play in the world of contrast, where we get to experience the high of highs, the low of lows, the new moons, the full moons, the high tides, the low tides. As we get ready to move into fall, the seasons, the very art of vibration, of vibrating, is to move through the vibrational cycle. So as you connect to what it is that you would most love to let go of and free yourself from, allow yourself to feel the frustration, the anger, the sadness, the sense of powerlessness that you might be experiencing. Just feel it. Set the intention to let it go. I declare to myself to let go of all of the limiting thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions that are outpicturing as the disharmony in my life. Allow myself to feel the energy of it. And because I have been blessed with this ability to move energy, I feel it, I breathe it out, I let it go. Take another deep breath. Move through it. Take another inhale. As I mentioned, we hold so much inside. This little mantra will help you to release and let go. Take another breath. Breathe it out, let it go. Just take another deep inhale and just forcefully breathe out. Let it go. Breathe out. Let it go. Take another deep breath. And breathe in these notes of possibility, of knowing, of love. Deep breath, bringing your attention to your heart space. Breathing the notes into that most precious place. Bringing in self-love, peace, compassion, appreciation, bringing in the vision of what it is that we would most love to experience and create and break through into our lives. Just breathe that in. Let go of any self-doubt. You are truly magnificent. And it's time to align your energy with who you really are. So deep breath. Breathe. Deep inhale, open mouth, let it go. And as you gently begin to bring yourself back to this time, back to this space, I invite you to just share any of your experience, ask any questions. Got a little bit of time to answer perhaps maybe some of those things, maybe some of your thoughts on how the music impacted you. Lee said this was super powerful. June just, I need my reading glasses. It's an emoji of a sad face. So hopefully that means letting go of a lot of that energy. You got to breathe that stuff. You got to let it go. June yawned. Absolutely. Okay, that's what that is. Got it. Excellent. I love that. It means you were relaxed. Ari said a bit lighter. Christine said that was wonderful. I loved it. Becky said, thank you. I feel at peace. Nancy said, oh my goodness, there's all kinds of hidden meaning in that. Denise said, thank you. You are so welcome. Ari said, music was so soothing. Thanks, feeling better. Excellent. iPhone 11 said, tears, release stuff. Excellent. That is powerful right there. Reminds me of something my mom told me years ago. As a teenager, I didn't appreciate it, but I do very much so now. We cry so that we cleanse our eyes and see life more clearly. I did not appreciate that as a teenager, but I appreciate that so much today. So I'm glad that you were able to clear your eyes, and perhaps maybe you'll see life a little bit clearer. What do you recommend for a daily practice? We're going to dive into that for sure. Helping me let go of overwhelm. Yeah, Christine, you don't need overwhelm. Just put that down, breathe that out, let that go. That's actually a really powerful technique to keep ourselves from moving forward, to keep ourselves from moving beyond our comfort zone, to making ourselves, man, the mind, I tell you, is masterful at coming up with overwhelm and all procrastination, all kinds of beautiful things in attempt to keep us safe and stuff. I just want to encourage you to move through that, breathe through that, let it go, shine. Fawn said, very healing and enlightening. My pleasure. Your PS said, loved it, cried. Excellent. What if I fell asleep, Lynn? Hey, you know what? If you're able to relax and fall asleep, blessings to you. Here's the beautiful thing. The ear works whether you're awake or not. Your energy is listening 24/7 and broadcasting 24/7 for that matter. So don't worry about it. Remember, we suspended judgment. If you were asleep, great. I hope you had some good dreams and strong visions. Zoom user said amazing. I'm not sure what that is. It's an email address said wow. Bev said elevated. Ella said amazing experience. Felt the vibrations in my hand and my heart like a sunflower. Zoom said relaxing. Sonia said Paz. I'm not sure what that means. You'll have to clarify that. Hopefully it doesn't have a naughty meaning or something. Live Life Now community said perfect, epic. C said peace. Ace said I traveled somewhere. You're not the only one. I traveled somewhere too. So when I do these little processes, I go out some places. So, and I went out on that one. So there's lots of comments here, and I will have an opportunity to go through these and stuff. So thank you so much. Marilyn said the air smells fresher in the house. I love that. Let's see. Lee said magical musical notes. Wow. Let's see. It keeps bouncing back. I'm reading some of the same things. Your music profoundly affects me every time, even when I thought I was already balanced. You know what? I want to address that real quick, because balance, when you look at a teeter-totter and it's balanced, it's not moving. It's balanced. We want to be in harmony. Life and energy is constantly in movement. Your vibration is in movement. We want to be in harmony and flow between the highs and the lows of our own personal vibration. And as I mentioned earlier, a big way to move through that is to suspend judgment. And so these are amazing shares. I love this. Great release. Slowed my mind down. Thank you, Ace. That's awesome. Breathing easier. Didn't realize how restricted my breathing had been. Because of this stuff, and a lot of us, we keep this on our hip. We have it with us all the time. The things we're exposed to in our environment is literally putting us into a perpetual state of stress where we have become, that's the norm. We have, so many of us have elevated levels of stress hormone. We're dealing with the implications of this, but I can tell you through music and the push of a button, you can instantly shift your energy in any space you're at, whether you live in the city, you're out in the country, you have 25 neighbors' Wi-Fi's beaming through your house. They don't have to have the impact upon you. I love what Sharon said. In tears, seeing the ocean of pain, negativity buried inside me, flowing out and leaving me. Awesome. Thank you for that. That is powerful. Man, somebody once asked me, Mark, how do I move energy? Your imagination. See it flowing out of you. Set the intention, let it go, breathe it out, let it go. I sometimes see darkness. I see, whatever it is that I'm feeling in those levels. And on the other side, too, I breathe in, I see the good stuff, I see the light, I see the rainbow, I see energy. My heart space lights up. I fill my whole body with light. Imagination is powerful. Debbie said this was amazing. Thank you, and thank you for sharing about crying. It explains why I cry. I have all ranges of strong emotions, emotion, energy in motion. One of the biggest things of all the years in doing this, we hold stuff in. You hold stuff in, it's going to catch up to you. Amazing. Yes, there will be a replay. It'll be sent out tomorrow. You will get an email. And as I mentioned, there are some just tremendous benefits to this music. Whether you do them in process, whether you just play it in the space, you can tune your energy. You can begin to harmonize yourself. You can begin to free yourself from the reoccurring negative patterns that you experience in your life. You can dramatically reduce your stress, improve your health and vitality, enhance your mental functioning, all through the power of sound and vibration. Wendy said she watched the sunset while listening. Now that's cool. I would have liked to have seen that. Thank you for sharing that. Jody said, been away for a while, so wonderful to be back. I've missed you. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so very much. Very relaxing. Awesome. Thank you so much. So as I mentioned earlier, I do have an opportunity for you. If somebody had asked, how do I work with this music? How do I continue to move forward in this experience? How do I bring forward what it is that I just got a snippet of in this little process? And I want to share that with you real quick. So I put together a very powerful offer for this evening of my most powerful music series. So some of you I know have this series. If you do have it, this is a calling card to blow the dust off of it and to start playing it in your space again. Okay. I just got a note from somebody the other day who hadn't downloaded the music in 2 years. Download it, play it in the space. That's the way that it begins to work and creates this transformation and change. But I put together a really nice opportunity for you tonight. I want to present it to you real quick and perhaps maybe clarify some of the uses of the different music within this series that can dramatically impact your health and well-being. And I package it up with some amazing bonuses of musical mantras to help begin to melt away that most powerful energy disruptor of them all. So I'm going to share my screen real quick, excuse me. And there we go. Okay, so here is my most popular music series. It's entitled the Vibrational Success Series. The primary aspect of this series consists of these 4 playlists. This is basically, if you loop the music, it's a 24-hour musical solution to keep your energy in tune. Remember, if you want to play beautiful music, you've got to tune your strings every day, all the time. Keep your energy in tune 24/7. These first 2 playlists right here, Beyond the Wall and Sueños Infinitos, are music that kind of sounds like any music you'd hear on a radio, maybe on a Spanishy, flamenco, folk, or jazz type piece, instrumental, some drums, some percussion, some solo pieces, but it's music that you play in the space while you're working, while you're making dinner, while the kids are doing homework, while you're making sales calls, while you're doing the things in your space. You use this music while you're driving. You want to reduce your stress on the road, lessen road rage. I can't tell you how many testimonials I've had from people that have said this music makes their commute. And if you live in Southern California, for example, commuting is a nightmare. Why not take the edge off of your experience? And that's what these 2 playlists are primarily focused on. I got a note from somebody who said, you know what, this is amazing. Thanksgiving is like everybody fights all the time, is very disharmonious. I played this music in the space. Nobody fought the first time in 28 years. That is an amazing testimonial. I've had people who have dealt with Alzheimer's see an improvement in coherency by playing this music in the space. Dramatic reductions in stress, enhanced physical performance, all by playing the music in the space. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to play it loud. You don't have to wear headphones. You don't have to listen to every single note. You set it to the volume that works for you. You push play, you loop it, you go about your day. And it's going to harmonize the space in your environment and really help you to rise above the static and noise in your life. And I can't tell you, and there are probably many people on this call who have this issue with sleep, who can't sleep, they have sleep issues, they wake up all the time, all these different aspects. Man, sleep is so important. You're putting the super biological wireless computer that you are into sleep mode, downloading information, insight, rebuilding muscles, fibers, tissues so that you can continue to move forward in your life expression. This playlist is all about music to help you to sleep better. You set it at the lowest volume possible, you push play, you go do rest. There's a guided process on here from Dr. Lara, my lovely wife, who is a doctor of metaphysics, who made this powerful meditation to help you reach within yourself and release and dissipate the stuff that's keeping you up at night. And finally, one of my favorites is tranquility. How important is it to meditate? How important is it to pray? How hard is it to slow down the mind and to focus ourselves? How many of you struggle with the meditative process? This is a way to push play, comfortable volume, deepen your connection. These are the 4 primary playlists. And as I mentioned, I packaged them up with some really powerful bonus musical mantra playlists. This one perhaps may be one of the most beautiful and powerful ones of this bonus. A lot of you came from Sonia Riccati's universe. This is the music that she played for her father when he was recovering from his health crisis that he had a few years back. Played it in the space, helped to revitalize energy. I get asked about this playlist all the time. It comes as a bonus in this package. You'll get access to an hour of healing musical mantras that I composed over the years that have been so beneficial in helping people to heal, to recover from surgeries, to recover from things, traumas in the body. The next step is, because health is such a prevalent, probably the number one area that people come to me with the most. And this is a master class or a mini course on revitalizing your health and well-being. So it's an opportunity to perhaps maybe address some issues in the left brain, a powerful healing process, once again, to help you to let go of what's getting in the way of you creating more vibrant health. If you were going to take a guess at area number 2, what would it be? That's right, prosperity. People want to open to prosperity. People struggle opening to prosperity. People have issues with self-worth, self-belief, appreciation, value for themselves. This is an hour, once again, an hour playlist of healing musical mantras to begin to melt away the limiting thoughts, beliefs, and the perceptions that are getting in the way of you creating a more prosperous and abundant life. Here's some testimonials back from some people. I want to just really emphasize the first one. This is from Dr. Jones. He was the top consultant from NASA. He said, Mr. Mark Romero's talent is indeed a milestone in the overall mission of empowering the lives of people. There's some great feedback here how music in your space can help you to move forward. I can't tell you, begin to explain how much it's been of benefit to people. So here's a summary. I put it together. It's a $97 special offer. It includes those 4 main playlists, those 3 amazing bonuses, all designed to help you to tune the strings of your life experience, to help you play more beautiful music throughout every facet of your life. You can go to markromeromusic.com/vibe, markromeromusic.com/vibe. It should show up in the comments. But once again, markromeromusic.com/vibe. So let me go ahead and stop sharing here. We're back. And thank you so much. So if that's something that you feel called with, that comes with instructions, it tells you how to work with it. Somebody was asking about how do I work with the music? It answers all of those questions. And the beauty of it is the most simple thing ever. Push play, and you're on your way to tuning, harmonizing, and orchestrating your energy, because you are an amazing energetic expression of life. So it's a beautiful, powerful system that can instantly help you to reduce stress, enhance your mental performance, increase your physical energy, put your body in an optimal state of self-healing. It balances the left and right brain hemispheres. It helps to harmonize the frequency ranges within the brain. It helps you to access higher levels of information. It's amazing what happens when you upgrade the super biological computer that you are from a phone modem to a cable modem. And that's basically, in a nutshell, what this system does. So I want to share some thoughts, but I also want to play one last little piece, an opportunity to do some open mouth inhales and exhales. And once again, you can go to markromeromusic.com/vibe if you want to take advantage of this very special offer. So here we go. Here's an opportunity to breathe deeply. Open mouth inhales and exhales. This is a little excerpt from The Journey, from the Beyond the Wall album. An excellent piece for grounding, anchoring the work that we've done today. I want you to breathe in this little line. This is all about grounding. Take another deep breath. So just take another deep breath, open mouth, let it go. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for joining me this evening. Thank you for being part of this program. Thank you for taking your most precious asset, your time, to jump in and to be part of this process this evening, to breathe in the notes along with me. It's been an amazing journey and continues to unfold in all kinds of different and unique ways. And so once again, if you have any questions, obviously there's a lot of questions in the chat, probably a little bit more than I can take and time in right now, but you can always email us at support@markromeromusic.com, support@markromeromusic.com. And once again, if you feel called and you want to start vibing at a different level, you want to raise your vibration, you want to move up what I call the cosmic radio dial and literally tune into new stations of health, vibrancy, clarity, stress reduction, moving forward, momentum, whatever it might be for you. I invite you to visit markromeromusic.com/vibe, markromeromusic.com/vibe. I will download all these questions and take a look and respond back where I can. But once again, if you have any questions, support at markromeromusic.com, support at markromeromusic.com. Thank you for those of you who are overseas, who are at ungodly hours. I got to give you kudos and a high five for your dedication to tune in and vibe in your energy. That's awesome. That's extraordinary. And for those of you in the States, North America, South America, I saw Mexico in there. I even saw some people over on the other side. Thank you so much for being here. Take care and have a harmonious day, evening, whatever time. And I look forward, we'll be in touch with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.